When you're trying to manifest, everybody tells you to detach from the outcome, but no one actually explains how to do it without not giving up or losing hope. In this video, we're going to dive deep into how to manifest and what detachment actually looks like. People always think that by detaching, you just have to give up on your dreams or that you don't care about the desire. That's not true. So in this video, we're going to talk about it. Let's dive into it. What detachment actually looks like, how to do it correctly so that you can manifest all your desires, your goals, your dreams faster without any resistance. Trust me, I'm somebody that when I want something, I want it now. I want it just like that. I want to snap my fingers and I want to see it come into my reality. But that's not how it works, because the more we want something and we desire it and we hold on to that feeling that we don't already have it, that's the more we repel it. And that's what creates resistance and what makes it take longer to actually manifest into your reality. Detachment doesn't equal not caring or giving up. What detachment actually means is being okay with the outcome because you already know that it's on the way to you. So let's use this as an example. If you knew that in 30 days you are going to receive a check for $1 million, how would you act? What would your days look like? How would you move? How would you feel? How would you sleep? What would you be doing on a daily basis if you knew there's a guaranteed fact that that $1 million is hitting your bank account on the 30th day? Are you going to wake up every day depressed, worrying about your goals, your dreams, your desires, your bank account? No. You're going to go out there every single day and you're going to walk like a millionaire. You're going to talk like it. You're going to have this energy, this excitement, because you already know it's there. When you place an order at a restaurant, you don't sit there and keep asking the waiter, where's my food? Where's my food? Is my food ever going to arrive? Because when you do that, you actually start to annoy the waiter and you start to have a bad experience. You just have to place your order and then you just enjoy the experience in the meantime because you know it's already done. That's my favorite saying right there. It's already done. What you want is already there. That reality already exists. And if you haven't heard about timeline shifting and identity shifting, go watch my previous videos where I talk about how all realities already exist. You have to just align yourself with the one that you desire, with the outcome. You have to train your mind to understand that your inner world is a reflection of your outer world. So if your mind state is saying, I don't have it yet, I'm lacking, I'm broke, I don't have enough, my life's never going to change, that's what's going to keep showing up and manifesting in your reality. But let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or you want to create content, you want to reach 1 million followers. That already exists. All you got to do is just start putting in the work, because the more work you start putting in is the closer and closer you get. But what I like to say is set the goals really small. Start off with, let me get my first 10 subscribers, my first 100 subscribers, and then start reaching for more and more because it's achievable. The formula is not any different. The only thing is how far ahead you're thinking. So if you're driving from, let's say, New York to LA, it's a far drive. I don't remember how many hours it is, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 plus hours to get there. You know, to get to that destination, LA exists already. All you have to do is get in your car and start driving. You're going to stop for gas. You're going to stop for food. There might be some traffic. You might want to sleep, get some rest at a hotel. All that's fine. It's not resistance. It's just part of the process. So you have to think of your journey and your desires just like that. The bigger the manifestation is, the further the destination. But the formula stays the same. All you have to do is get in your car and start driving. That's equivalent to creating the content, writing the video scripts, coming up with ideas, editing your thumbnail. Whatever it is of your goals that you're trying to accomplish, it's just taking the action and letting go of the outcome. Don't be checking your phone every second. Did it arrive yet? Oh, is it there? How many subscribers now? And you keep refreshing because you're gonna keep creating that resistance on your path. Ever notice that when you're driving somewhere far or when you're working out and you're going for a run and you're on a time limit, the more you keep looking at the time is that the longer it feels, the more you keep checking it. You know when you're in class and you're just waiting for that bell to ring for school to be over, or you're on your last hour of that shift at work and then you keep checking the time and it just seems like it's taking forever, it's because you're putting your focus on the lack and not having, like it's not there yet. You just have to understand that if you keep going, before you know it, you're gonna reach your goals, your desire, your manifestation. So detachment is not about not desiring it anymore or not chasing your goals and your dreams or whatever you're trying to manifest, that new car. It's living in alignment, knowing that it's already done, and just doing the work and enjoying the process, enjoying the journey. If you're going up a staircase, you know that each step that you take is gonna bring you closer to your goals, to your dreams. But you know that there is a place to reach. You have to just keep going. And the more you keep creating that resistance and you're worrying about the outcome, and the more you're complaining, this sucks, I'm never gonna reach my goals, how do people do this? Success doesn't like me, the world doesn't like me. The more you start doubting yourself and playing these mind games with yourself, is the more you're going to create the resistance, and the longer it's going to take for your manifestation to show up. Attachment sends the energy of lack, that you do not already have it. And this is what you have to understand about energy and alignment. Ever notice when you're trying to date somebody or you really like somebody and you really come off as desperate or needy, and you start chasing them and sending them multiple messages and calling them and giving them your time, responding back right away? You seem desperate, and that person starts to lose interest and they start running away. You become a chaser, and if you're the chaser, then the person becomes the runner. But if you start to move from a place of love, love is attraction. So when it comes to the law of attraction, you have to understand that love is the highest frequency. You have to love what you desire, love what you do. Instead of saying, I really need money, I really need this paycheck, I need this job, I need to create content, you are going to put a resistance on yourself and make it block the manifestation, because you're coming from a place of lack and you're coming from a place of scarcity. And the universe reads your energy and your vibration and the things that you say. So therefore it sends you what you want. Whatever you're putting out, it comes back to you. But if you love something, let's say you love money, you love that new job, you love that dream car, you don't need it, you just admire it, you love it. Then you start to align yourself with that frequency. You start to align yourself with that vibration, and that's how you attract it into your life. So to need something and to just love something, they're almost similar, but they're completely two different vibrations. One's down here at a low vibration. Desperation means to lose hope. That's what desperation means. That's what being desperate means, to lose hope. So it means you don't think you're gonna get it. But to love something means you know that you are one with all. It's the highest vibration. So if you know you are one with all, that means that you could actually have anything that you desire in this world, in your reality. All you have to do is learn how to align your energy. What would you feel like if you already had that dream car, that dream job? If you already had 50K a month in your business and it was creating profits? How would you act? How would you feel? How would you move? That is what you have to do to actually start attracting, that is aligning yourself. You must be and it will come, and that is how you become the version of yourself who is aligned. And what happens is, once you start to believe it in your mind, you start to take action and show up in your reality, the universe has no choice but to start time collapsing and closing the gaps to that timeline so you can actually reach that reality. Everything starts in your mind. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So you have to start acting like you are already that version. What I like to do, and I tell a lot of my clients this, is to create a script, create an avatar. The version of you right now that doesn't have it isn't the version of you that's going to attract it. So what you have to do is build this avatar, build this character, pretend you're writing a movie, and describe who this character is. What does it look like if you had that dream job? If you were a millionaire, how would you act? What would you eat? What would you say? How would you carry yourself? What would your body look like? How would you dress? Get specific, as much detail as possible, and then the universe could read who you are and start giving you the results and showing you the things in your reality. Because remember, where focus goes, energy flows. If you start looking for problems and you look for lack and you look like you don't have enough, that's what the universe is going to show you. But if you look for solutions, you tell yourself, I can get there. You start watching and surrounding yourself with that energy. Things that you consume on TV, content. What kind of content would you consume if you were a high value person? If you were somebody who was making a lot of money? Would you be watching distracting shows on Netflix? Or would you be watching content that's teaching you about marketing, about business, about how to reach more clients, about how to make content, about how to go viral? You have to start thinking from the place of that individual, of that new version of yourself, because the old self is not going to get you to the new levels that you want to reach in your life or to those new manifestations. Everything you did to achieve what's around you in your life, from the car you're driving, the job you have, the income you make, the relationships, your health, all of that is from your old thinking pattern. So if you're proud of who you are right now, that's good. Stay the same. But if you want to elevate your life and keep growing and keep flowing, make sure that you start leveling up every day. Create new habits, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing and expecting different results. Whatever you're trying to manifest, ask yourself right now, how do I feel about it? Every time you think about what you want in your life, do you feel like, damn, I don't have that, or I wish I could have that? Or do you feel anxiety? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel like you gotta try more? If those are the feelings that you feel, then right away, that's attachment and you're repelling it. You're doing it from a place of desperation. But if you say, I can't wait till I get there, it's already done. When I get this, I'm gonna be doing so much more with my life. If you start changing the programming, the words that you use, because you have to remember that words cast spells, that's why they call it spelling. Your inner world, what you say to yourself, repeat affirmations as if it's already done. You know what? Every time you think about whatever that you want to manifest, I want you to say it's already done and say thank you, smile, and walk in alignment, because the moment you start to feel like that, your body language changes, your posture changes, the way you speak about it changes, your energy changes. But if you're thinking from a place of lack instead of from a place of knowing that it's already done and that you have faith, then you will create the resistance. So remember, key takeaways, guys. You're not letting go from wanting. You're letting go from needing. Detachment is the key to manifesting everything that you desire. You can desire something, think about it, dream about it, take action. But if you're always coming from a place of need and desperation, you're attached to the outcome, you are going to repel it. A lot of people, when they're trying to manifest and they're trying to create their reality, that's where the block hits, is the attachment. They're too attached for it and they keep repelling it, so it keeps running. They're chasing the money's running. They're chasing the relationship, the girl's running, or the guy. They're chasing the success. Meanwhile, they should just be the person who attracts it, because it's so much easier to gain opportunity if you just be that person and you start attracting the opportunities. You actually have more choices like that. That's when you can start to look and see, I want to choose this instead of this. You have options. Rich people, successful people, hardworking people, people who've mastered the law of detachment, they have options. But the person who's out looking and searching and being needy and, oh, please, are you hiring? Oh, please, can you help me? Can you lend me some money? Can I get this job? Then those are the people who never go anywhere in life and who feel stuck because they come off as needy. Nobody likes the needy. Everybody likes the person who's confident, who believes in themselves, who has the skill set. Don't ask yourself, how can I make more money? Ask yourself, how can I be a person of more value to attract more money, to attract more opportunities, relationships, friendships, partnerships. And when you become that version without needing it, and just letting it go and letting it flow and knowing that you are already it, you're already him. And that is how you attract everything you desire in your life. So guys, if you're into the law of attraction, if you're into mindset, personal development, make sure you like and subscribe, send this video to a friend, and join the Elevate Academy to go deeper. Because in the Elevate Academy, I started my first spiritual awakening, and I have knowledge and spiritual content all about manifesting, the law of attraction, spirituality, how to elevate your mind, how to align your vibration, frequencies, energies. I go into detail and I always update it and add new videos. So if you guys want to go deeper and you enjoy this type of content, make sure you check out the Elevate Academy. The link is in my description. Otherwise, you can continue watching these free YouTube videos and support regardless, because I'm here giving you the game, the information, the knowledge. The Elevate Academy is for those individuals who want to take their growth serious and take it to the next level. So you guys already know, I will see you in the next video where we'll jump into some more topics about the law of attraction, manifesting. I'm here to help you co-create your reality and master your life, master your desires and your dreams, because everything is possible. All opportunities are out there just waiting for you to align and to attract it. Stop chasing and attract, detach.